With so many incredible PS5 games and hardly enough time to exist, let alone play them all, you really gotta find the ones that are worth every minute. Let's take a look at some of the best PS5 games you can play right now. As the last survivor of an android squad, Eve's journey to reclaim Earth is anything but a walk in the park. The game's combat system is pure destruction, drawing inspiration from titles like Devil May Cry and Nier Automata. You'll be slicing through Natabas, alien speak for things that want to kill you, with a fluidity that'll make you forget you're fighting for humanity's survival. But Stellar Blade isn't just about turning aliens into sashimi. The game balances its fast-paced action with exploration and storytelling that'll keep you on your toes. You'll interact with survivors, unlock new weapons and skills, and uncover dark secrets about the invasion that might make you question which side you're really on. Stellar Blade is absolutely gorgeous. The game's stunning graphics and art design create an immersive sci-fi atmosphere that's both beautiful and haunting. It's the kind of world where you'll want to stop and admire the view, right before an alien tries to rearrange your face. With a campaign lasting 20 to 25 hours, or up to 70 if you're a completionist obsessed with 100% perfection and not seeing daylight, Stellar Blade will have you hooked.
Take my hand.
In a world that looks like a Disney dream built on deadly nightmares, Kena Bridge of Spirits flips storybook charm on its head. This is no casual stroll. Every enchanted corner is ready to strike. Kena, a young spirit guide, goes on a quest to heal her corrupted homeland. Armed with a magical staff and accompanied by the Rot, adorable little creatures that pack a surprising punch, she navigates puzzles and battles menacing spirits. Cute companions? Sure. But they're also essential for staying alive in this not-so-fairy tale journey. The visuals are striking, each scene more vibrant and detailed than the last. But don't be fooled by the Pixar-like charm. Combat will keep you constantly on edge, serving up relentless challenges wrapped in a deceptively enchanting package. It's like a bedtime story that lost its happily ever after, captivating yet ruthlessly unforgiving. Beneath the charmful surface lies a story of healing, loss, and redemption. Every strike and step carries weight, almost enough to distract you from the relentless battles ahead. But hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to subscribe. This isn't just another zombie apocalypse. Days Gone is a raw, personal journey through a world that's as unpredictable as its weather. Freaker hordes? Sure, they're terrifying. But the heart of this game is Deacon St. John's fight to find purpose in a world that's left him with nothing but his bike and a burning need to survive. One moment, you're cruising under a peaceful sunset, the next, a storm rolls in, muddying roads and turning an already hostile world deadlier. The dynamic weather isn't just for show. It's a constant reminder that nature isn't on your side. The Freakers are a force of nature too. Their chaotic swarming hordes force you to use every trick to outsmart them. Outrunning or outsmarting them is more than a test of skill. It's a battle of wits. Though it stumbled at launch, Days Gone has grown into an underrated gem, earning its rightful place among the greats with its blend of tension, exploration, and storytelling. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth isn't just a continuation of Ichiban Kasuga's journey, it's proof that the Yakuza series still blends heartfelt drama with absolutely bonkers gameplay. Think of it as an emotional roller coaster that occasionally throws a pie in your face. This time, Ichiban finds himself in a completely unexpected setting, the sunny beaches of Hawaii. But don't be fooled by the tropical backdrop. This paradise has its own share of underworld chaos. Between shady conspiracies, eccentric locals, and more karaoke than any one man should handle, Ichiban's knack for stumbling into bizarre situations hasn't skipped a beat. When it comes to fights, the series leans even further into its RPG reinvention. Battles are equal parts tactical and absurd, featuring everything from lobster summoning to hilariously oversized weapons that no self-respecting gangster should ever carry. It's the kind of combat that makes you wonder if the developers are secretly daring you not to laugh. And with Hawaii as your playground, there's no shortage of wild minigames, outrageous side quests, and that insanely unique Like a Dragon charm that keeps fans coming back. In a world full of gritty realism and cookie-cutter gameplay, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is a neon-lit pineapple-scented reminder that games can still be gloriously unhinged, and better for it. Remnant 2 from the Ashes is proof that solid gameplay can carry a title to greatness, even when the story isn't something to write home about. The plot, a journey through a shattered multiverse to stop an ancient evil, may not win awards, but it sets the stage for what truly makes this game shine: its combat. Every encounter showcases tight, responsive mechanics. With a vast arsenal of weapons and mods, experimenting with different strategies feels seamless. Whether you're setting traps, unleashing devastating powers, or diving into melee chaos, the action stays engaging. And the bosses? They're unforgiving, requiring strategy and precision, making each victory incredibly rewarding. What truly keeps players hooked is the game's dynamic environments and endless replayability. Procedurally generated worlds ensure every run feels fresh, with new layouts, enemies, and surprises waiting around every corner.
Okay, I'm gonna drop you now. Wait, no!
Wishing you could hit reset on a bad day? In Deathloop, that's your full-time gig. Instead of dodging hangovers, you're dodging bullets and assassinating 8 targets in a single day. Welcome to the island where time stands still, but death is a clockwork guarantee. You play as Colt, trapped in a time loop on a retro-futuristic island, brimming with style and lethal intentions. Breaking the loop means taking out 8 targets before the day resets. Easy? Not quite. Every inhabitant wants you dead, and your arch nemesis seems to be one step ahead at every turn. The island itself is a shifting maze, evolving with each loop to keep you guessing and dying. Deathloop blends high-octane shooting with strategic puzzle solving. Each loop offers a chance to gather intel, refine your tactics, and avoid an embarrassing end. Pulling off a perfect assassination feels like mastering a complex chess match, both rewarding and darkly satisfying. It's like Groundhog Day for sociopaths. Just when you think you've mastered the loop, Deathloop throws another wrench in the works. But don't worry, messing up just means you get to try again tomorrow, and tomorrow. And did I mention tomorrow? What would you do if your survival hinged on a single decision? The Until Dawn remake breathes new life into the iconic 2015 horror classic, dialing up the tension, visuals, and narrative for today's gaming standards. It's the same gut-wrenching, choice-driven slasher fans loved, only now it's scarier, slicker, and more immersive. The story hasn't lost its edge. A group of friends reunites at a remote mountain lodge, and things quickly spiral into chaos. The butterfly effect system returns, ensuring every decision, no matter how small, ripples into life or death consequences. No choice is safe, and it's both thrilling and terrifying to know you could be one button press away from someone's grisly end. The remake takes what worked and cranks it up. Smoother controls and sharper mechanics make the gameplay more engaging, and the visuals? Absolutely jaw-dropping. Characters look eerily real, and the lodge's dark, creaky halls feel like they're watching you back. I'll admit, I was skeptical at first. Remakes don't always stick the landing, but this one delivers. Until Dawn is a chilling reminder of why the original became a horror classic, and it's even better the second time around. Just don't get too attached to anyone. What if lies were your only hope, and humanity was the greatest danger of all? Lies of P pulls you into Krat, a city gone mad where puppets have rebelled and humanity teeters on oblivion. You play as P, a puppet longing to become human, but don't expect a fairy tale. This journey is drenched in blood, secrets, and painful choices. Taking inspiration from Souls-like brutality, Lies of P delivers combat that's as ruthless as it is rewarding. Each battle tests your reflexes and determination, with boss fights that can end with a single misstep or leave you basking in hard-won victory. The thrill of landing that decisive blow? Unmatched. Customization lets you forge your own combat style, from agile trickster to unstoppable tank. Just know, every weapon comes with a story, and maybe even a bit of a will of its own. This grim fairy tale isn't just about survival, it's about choices that alter Krot's twisted fate. Lies and truth blend until every decision feels weighted with consequence. With each step, you'll uncover dark secrets and question whether becoming human is worth the price you pay. Lies of P isn't just a game, it's a beautifully cruel nightmare that leaves every victory hard-earned and every revelation cutting deep. Ever wondered what it's like to wake up on an alien planet, die horribly, and then do it all over again? Welcome to Returnal, where dying isn't just part of the game, it's the whole point. Released in 2021, this roguelike third-person shooter redefined the genre with its brutal difficulty and hauntingly beautiful design. You're Celine, an astronaut trapped in a time loop in a hostile alien world. Every death sends you back to the start, but don't worry, you'll have plenty of chances to practice your demise. But it's not just about surviving, it's about uncovering the mystery. With each run, you'll piece together fragments of a story that's as twisted as the alien landscapes you're traversing. Just when you think you've got it figured out, Returnal pulls the rug out from under you, leaving you more confused and intrigued than ever. Brutal, mesmerizing, and endlessly replayable. Returnal is a relentless nightmare of precision combat and narrative depth that'll have you coming back for more punishment. Alan Wake 2 builds on its cult classic predecessor, delivering a darker, more surreal experience that grips you from start to finish. It's not just a horror game, it's a psychological descent into madness, where every shadow threatens and every flicker of light feels like salvation. The game follows two protagonists, Alan Wake, trapped in a twisted, ever-changing nightmare, and Saga Anderson, an FBI agent investigating ritualistic murders in the eerie town of Bright Falls. Their intertwined stories constantly blur the line between reality and illusion, keeping you hooked with every twist. Where Alan Wake 2 truly excels is in its atmosphere. Remedy Entertainment's masterful use of light and shadow is pure brilliance. Each fight feels deliberate, with light serving as your most vital weapon against the darkness. The level of detail, from the glow of a flashlight piercing the fog to the intricate textures in every shadow, is jaw-dropping and adds to the immersive dread. Every frame feels meticulously crafted to pull you deeper into its haunting, surreal world. Living up to Dragon Age Origins, aka the RPG gold standard, is no small feat. But Dragon Age the Veilguard doesn't just rise to the challenge, it dives headfirst into darker, riskier territory while keeping that irresistible Thetis magic intact. You've been thrown into a world teetering on collapse. The Veil, that ever-so-fragile barrier keeping the Fade's horrors out, is falling apart. As the leader of the Veilguard, you're juggling fractured alliances, political betrayals, and monsters that look like they've been plucked straight from your nightmares. No pressure, just the fate of reality resting on your shoulders. What sets this one apart is its balance. The tactical, edge-of-your-seat combat rewards strategy, not brute force. And then there's the world itself, so rich with detail it practically breathes. Between its dramatic landscapes, haunting ruins, and obsessive attention to lore, you'll want to explore every inch, even if it means walking into a very angry ambush.
What if everyone thinks we're washed up?
Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, takes the beloved duo into the next generation, delivering fast, chaotic fun with plenty of heart. It's everything fans love, dialed up to a whole new level, and trust me, it's as much a joy to play as it is to look at. The gameplay sticks to what works. Absurdly fun weapons like the Pixelizer and Topiary Sprinkler, combined with smooth, fast-paced combat. Dimensional rifts add a fresh twist, letting you leap between worlds mid-battle without missing a beat. Exploration is seamless too, with environments loading faster than you can blink. It's classic Ratchet and Clank, but better. Rivet, the new Lombax, is a fantastic addition, bringing personality and depth to a story that balances humor and emotion perfectly. Together, she and Ratchet race to save the multiverse in a way that feels fresh but still familiar. The game looks amazing. Every alien world and over-the-top explosion looks like it was made by Pixar on steroids. Honestly, it's one of the most fun games I've played in years, a reminder of why this series has been a favorite for so long. Meet Astro, a little robot with a big mission to celebrate PlayStation history. But don't let his cute appearance fool you. This isn't just another mindless mascot platformer. Astro Bot is a love letter to PlayStation fans, packed with clever nods and collectibles that'll have you grinning from ear to ear. The DualSense controller becomes your gateway to this pint-sized world. Every footstep, every interaction feels real, thanks to the haptic feedback that makes you wonder if you've somehow shrunk and fallen into your PS5. It's almost unsettling how immersive it feels. As you hop through 80+ levels, the game keeps throwing new challenges at you. Just when you think you've got it figured out, Astro Bot pulls the rug from under your feet, quite literally sometimes. The level design is so inventive, it'll make you question why other platformers even bother. But here's the kicker. Astro Bot isn't just a tech demo masquerading as a game. It's a full-fledged platformer that can stand toe-to-toe with some of Nintendo's greatest hits. Who would have thought Sony had it in them? Astro Bot is more than just a game. It's a time machine, a nostalgia trip, and a glimpse into the future of gaming, all wrapped up in an adorable robotic package. Just don't blame me if you find yourself talking to your DualSense controller afterward. It happens to the best of us. What do you get when Game of Thrones meets Devil May Cry? Final Fantasy XVI, where chocobos roam a world of deadly politics, massive magic battles, and just enough existential dread to make therapy feel necessary. Square Enix clearly took notes from Western fantasy, with producer Naoki Yoshida drawing direct inspiration from Game of Thrones for the game's morally complex, power-hungry narrative. Spoiler alert, no one gets a happy ending. The turn-based combat? Yeah, that's gone now. In its place are fast, brutal, real-time battles. Dodging, parrying, and chaining combos feels like Final Fantasy went through fight camp and came out ruthless. It's intense, satisfying, and highly addictive. But it's not all new. Iconic summons like Ifrit and Shiva return as jaw-dropping spectacles, blending nostalgia with cinematic flair. The soundtrack ties it all together, reminding fans that despite its bold changes, this is still Final Fantasy at heart. Aloy, our favorite red-headed hero, is back to stop a plague that's slowly suffocating what's left of humanity. Saving the world, just another Tuesday. Between battling giant mechanical snakes and trying to figure out ancient tech no one really understands, Aloy's got a lot on her plate. And, of course, everyone still blames her for their problems. Horizon Forbidden West expands its gorgeous and immersive world with new robotic beasts to hunt. Think of it as a twisted version of Pokemon. Except instead of catching them, you're dismantling each creature piece by piece with strategy and sharp precision. Just when you think you've got one machine down, another, even scarier one, shows up to ruin your day. Exploring is both dangerous and rewarding. Every shiny object in the distance might be a valuable find or a deadly trap. The improved combat makes every fight a mix of quick thinking and strategy. One wrong move, and you'll find out just how forbidden the West really is. Few games have had a redemption arc quite like Cyberpunk 2077. Once infamous for its rocky launch, it has since transformed into one of the most immersive RPGs of its generation. CD Projekt Red's commitment to fixing its shortcomings and elevating its strengths has turned Night City into the cyberpunk paradise fans dreamed of. The gameplay blends open-world exploration with visceral combat and meaningful choices. Whether you're hacking systems, wielding high-tech weaponry, or sweet-talking your way out of a bad situation, every approach feels rewarding. And then there's Johnny Silverhand, played brilliantly by Keanu Reeves, who adds layers of complexity to an already gripping narrative. Cyberpunk 2077 is now praised as a masterpiece in the making, a shining example of how a game can recover and thrive with enough passion and effort. Nathan Drake thought he was done with treasure hunting until a desperate plea from his long-lost brother Sam drags him back into the fray. In Uncharted for a Thief's End, what starts as one last job spirals into a thrilling chase through ancient ruins and death-defying stunts. Adventure might be calling, but it also demands a steep price. Uncharted isn't just another action-adventure series, it's a blockbuster thrill ride. With cinematic set pieces that push the limits of spectacle, you'll be scaling cliffs, surviving gunfights, and narrowly escaping death, all with Nathan's signature charm and wit. Each moment is crafted to outdo the last, making it impossible to put down. But beneath the spectacle, there's a surprisingly heartfelt story. Nathan's journey this time isn't just about lost cities, it's about family, obsession, and the struggle to leave the past behind. His relationship with Elena and Sam brings unexpected depth and heart, making every choice and consequence hit harder. The refined mechanics, open-ended combat, improved climbing, and fluid exploration keep the action sharp and engaging. A Thief's End is a fitting, introspective farewell to a beloved hero. Saving the world from ancient Norse gods? Epic. But try balancing that while parenting a moody demigod. In God of War Ragnarok, Kratos faces relentless monsters and the challenges of fatherhood, all with no handbook. Former Greek god-slayer Kratos now leads his son Atreus through the harsh Norse realms. One moment, he's decapitating Draugr. The next, he's giving awkward fatherly advice. The gameplay is brutally satisfying. The Leviathan axe and Blades of Chaos return, delivering fluid, bone-crunching combat. The addition of the Draupnir spear adds fresh strategy to fights. The visuals are jaw-dropping. Every snowflake, beard hair, and blood splatter crafted in stunning detail. It's almost a shame to paint such beauty crimson. And Richard Schiff as Odin, pure magic, making the Allfather a scene stealer. Watching Kratos and Atreus bond feels raw and messy, yet touching. It's a mythological take-your-child-to-work day, with apocalyptic stakes and gallons of blood. You know, casual family bonding. While its pacing occasionally stumbles, Ragnarok delivers on every level. Brutal, beautiful, and deeply human, it proves why this franchise remains a giant in the industry. Some sequels don't just build on what came before, they redefine it. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 takes everything Insomniac perfected in the first games and makes it even better. Swinging through New York feels fresh, exhilarating, and somehow more immersive than ever. Peter and Miles share the spotlight, juggling personal struggles while facing a bigger, more dangerous lineup of villains. The stakes are much higher, and saving New York has never felt more intense or chaotic. Web swinging is faster, smoother, and endlessly fun, while combat gets a major upgrade. Peter's symbiote powers hit like a truck, and Miles' bioelectricity keeps fights dynamic. Switching between the two ensures gameplay stays fresh. New York looks stunning, with expanded areas and jaw-dropping visuals that bring the city to life. Even side missions feel meaningful, seamlessly blending into the story instead of feeling like filler. The narrative is emotional, intense, and packed with twists. With Venom as a standout villain, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 raises the bar for superhero games. What can I say? It's everything a sequel should be, and more. You're the last samurai standing between your homeland and destruction. Uphold the samurai code of honor, or become the ghost your people need. Ghost of Tsushima forces you to choose what kind of hero you'll become. Tradition says honor and discipline must guide you, but in Tsushima, clinging to these values could mean watching your people fall. Every strike is a choice, honor or survival. Jin Sakai, torn between duty and the future, faces impossible choices as Mongol invaders tear through his homeland. Adaptation or defeat. No easy answers here, just desperate choices with heavy consequences. Combat offers true mastery. Face opponents in sunlight-soaked duels, or silently dispatch foes from the shadows. And Tsushima's world? Breathtaking. From ancient forests to windswept fields, every corner tells a story and offers more than just battles. You can pause to help villagers, discover legends, or compose haikus, because nothing says warrior like penning poetry mid-battle. When humanity's last hope is a jaded smuggler and a mouthy teenager, you know you're in for a treat. The Last of Us Remastered isn't just another zombie apocalypse story. It's a gut punch of a game that makes you care about every pixel and every heartbreak. A fungal plague has turned humans into grotesque, mushroom-headed nightmares. Joel, a hardened survivor weighed down by a painful past, is paired with Ellie, whose sharp wit cuts through even the darkest moments. Their journey isn't just about survival, it's about finding hope in a world that seems intent on crushing it. The game's tense mix of stealth, scavenging, and brutal combat makes every encounter a desperate fight for survival. Supplies are scarce, and every skirmish feels raw, ugly, and painfully real. With the remaster, this heart-wrenching journey looks better than ever. Every overgrown street, abandoned building, and terrifying clicker is rendered in stunning detail. It's almost enough to make you forget you're playing through one of the most depressing road trips in gaming history. Almost. Since its 2015 release, Bloodborne has become a genre-defining classic, praised for its challenging gameplay, masterful world-building, and enduring impact. It rapidly became a landmark moment in gaming history. This game is a brutal gothic nightmare that seriously redefines action RPGs. Set in the cursed city of Yharnam, where twisted creatures and eldritch horrors roam the streets, it's a relentless test of skill, patience, and your ability to embrace chaos. The story is cryptic at best. You're a hunter tasked with uncovering Yharnam's dark secrets while surviving its nightmarish inhabitants. As its mysteries unravel, you'll find yourself questioning reality itself, a symbol of From Software's unique storytelling. Honestly, forget about shields. This is about precision dodges, quick counters, and taking the fight to your enemies. Every fight is heart-pounding, and the massive bosses deliver some of gaming's most iconic, adrenaline-filled battles. Bloodborne is an experience that demands everything from you and leaves a lasting mark, solidifying its place as a timeless classic that every gamer should experience. Every once in a while, a game comes along that reminds you why RPGs are timeless. And Baldur's Gate 3 is exactly that game. It's not just a love letter to Dungeons & Dragons fans. It's a legendary, choice-driven epic that redefines what modern RPGs can achieve. Set in a richly detailed fantasy world, you're thrown into the chaos of a mind flayer invasion with a tadpole squirming in your brain. Charming, right? But what follows is a journey of endless possibilities. Every decision, dialogue, and dice roll shapes your story, making no two playthroughs the same. The game truly ensures your chaos is entirely your own. Characters hold grudges, environments react to your choices, and battles demand tactical brilliance. And let's not forget the cinematic dialogue and stunning visuals that bring this sprawling world to life. Critics and players alike are hailing it as one of the greatest RPGs of all time, and they're not wrong. Based on the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West, this game drops you into the fur and fists of Sun Wukong, the legendary Monkey King. You're not just any monkey though. You're a shape-shifting, staff-wielding badass on a quest that'll make you question if you've accidentally eaten some of those magical peaches. Black myth Wukong brings Chinese mythology to life through a modern perspective. Its storytelling combines epic adventure with a strong connection to tradition, creating a unique experience that feels both fresh and timeless. The game's graphics are, to put it mildly, out of this world. Every environment is a feast for the eyes. It's the kind of game where you'll find yourself stopping mid-battle just to admire the scenery, right before a mythical beast reminds you why that might be a bad idea. Speaking of battles, the combat is as challenging as trying to eat soup with chopsticks. You'll need to master Sun Wukong's unique abilities, including his transformation powers and staff combat. One moment you're a tiny insect, the next you're a giant ape raining down fury on your enemies. It's like a mythological identity crisis, but with more explosions. But hey, nobody said being a mythical monkey warrior would be easy. If the idea of embodying a shape-shifting monkey demigod while exploring a meticulously crafted world of Chinese mythology doesn't pique your interest, I'm not sure what will. Waking up as the lowly tarnished in Elden Ring means stepping into a vast, brutal world that delights in your suffering. No hand-holding, no mercy, just you. A crumbling landscape of fractured beauty and a relentless urge to survive. The game takes the Souls-like formula and sets it loose in an open world, evolving the genre by offering unparalleled freedom. Want to beeline straight into a monstrous boss fight? It's your call and your funeral. The Lands Between is a meticulously crafted maze of danger and wonder, hiding secrets behind every ruin, cliffside, and twisted tree. Exploration isn't a mere option, it's a necessity, and the rewards are often as terrifying as they are exhilarating. Every enemy is a potential obituary notice, and you'll be writing plenty. The brutal difficulty makes every triumph feel earned, and the combat? A true test of patience, skill, and willpower. Elden Ring redefines what open-world action RPGs can be. An unforgiving masterpiece that sticks with you long after the screen goes dark.